Hi, we're back here at Random Arts in Saluda, North Carolina. Website randomartsnow.com. You probably saw part 1 of our video and where we talked about just the basics of mystery foam, and now we're going to talk about a couple of things that I do with mystery foam that I think are a little bit more interesting, that takes it outside of the box just a little bit. So the first thing that I'm going to do, that I always like to do when I get a little square of mystery foam or a little block of mystery foam, is I like to take a scissors and just cut the edges. As you can see, the mystery foam is very squared off on the edges, very angular. Well, I like to take my scissors and just kind of go like this to kind of give it a more abstract kind of look. And what that does is it makes it your own, and it makes it an individualized type thing where you don't have just a little square of mystery foam with your little design on it. You've got something that is a little more interesting. So what I'm going to do again is I'm going to use the mystery foam like we did in the last time in part 1, and I'm going to heat an object that I took from nature, and I'm going to use this spruce again because it really shows a really nice design. So I'm going to take my heat tool and I'm going to heat the foam. Now notice how the edges are different now than they were on this side. I'm going to go ahead and heat it. Heat it, heat it, heat it. You know, I kind of flutter it over the top for 10 or 15 seconds. I don't want to hold it still because it'll probably burn a hole in it. And I don't want to go too slow or up too high with it because it's just not going to get hot enough that way. So I just kind of make nice even strokes over the foam. Like I said, it takes 10 or 15 seconds, and it's probably something that you can figure out after you do it a few times. You'll get it, you know, down to a science practically. So I'm going to turn off the heat tool. I'm going to take it again and I'm going to press it down. I'm going to do a little different design this time. I'm going to do it in a vertical versus horizontal. I'm going to take that off of there and you can see the design. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I'm doing the best I can to show it to you, but there's the design on the mystery foam. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take the rainbow ink pad. Again, this one is the autumn ink pad. We're going to try that one again. I kind of like that. We're going to have our piece of paper handy. We're going to have this, our foam, and again, the way we're going to do it is tap, 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 tap. Notice what I'm doing is I'm going to get all of the edges filled with the mystery, or with the ink. I don't want to just tap it down in the middle and not cover the whole thing. So tap it a little bit, move it around. You can see the colors on here, how it looks. And then with the water, you're going to take your water, your H2O, and a fine mist spritzer. It's very important to have a fine mist spritzer. It's just not going to work without it. It will, but it's going to get gloppy and you're just going to have runs everywhere. So I'm going to spritz, 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 spritz a little bit. You see that? See how I've got it? Got the water on there, maybe even a little more. And if you got too much water, it's okay. That even looks good when you're finished. So let's go ahead and stamp it down. Just a little pressure with your hand. Hold the paper and lift it up. That's very watery, and I kind of like that. I think it's pretty interesting, and this is because it's watercolor paper is really going to soak it up. I'm going to try another paper here, which is a matte paper, and I'm actually going to give it a little more ink just because I want to see how that's going to work. And I'm probably not even going to spritz this. Well, yes I am. I'm going to spritz it a little bit. Just a little. Glossy paper, it's not going to soak it up so much. Press it down. Now that's very light, very, very light, but that would be good for a journal page if you want to do that. Let's go ahead and try to get one more dark one. And just to show you, I'm just going to do it on this great big sheet of paper because what I want to show you is how it's going to be with just with the other edges versus the square edges. You see that? You're going to get a more random look, which is really nice. Now because I didn't spritz this, you're going to get the lines like this. Thus the reason I say spritz the piece when you're ready to do it. Now let's go ahead and put one on a piece of paper. Let's spritz it, blend the colors. Like I said in the first video, I like melting them. There you go. Thanks very much, I appreciate it. You can find this product at randomartsnow.com. For a limited time, I have the stamp pad, the foam, and a mister in a package that I send out for $12.95, no shipping. It's only available till the end of the year. So if you want it, get it now. Thanks very much. It's randomartsnow.com.